Good afternoon, all of you, my dear boys. Yesterday we covered some of the silicon and silicon compounds, that is about silicon preparation, silicon properties we covered yesterday. Next, silicon compound site, SiO2, silica. So its preparation, its uses, its allotropes, and about silica gel we covered it. That is about silica and silica gel. Now two more compounds are there. One is silicones and the other one is silicates. Let us discuss one by one. These are very, very important, boys. So these are in your mains exam syllabus. Very, very, very important. Okay. Every exam, either it is descriptive or objective, whatever it may be, these compounds very, very important. Okay. So note down. Next subheading, silicones. What are these silicones? So silicones are nothing but, these are the compounds of silicon. Compounds of silicon containing silicon oxygen, silicon carbon bonds. Compounds of silicon containing, so these bonds, boys, silicon with oxygen, silicon with carbon. So that type of compounds are available. So these are silicones. And what are these silicones? Silicones are nothing but, these are the compounds of silicon. Those compounds must contain silicon with oxygen and silicon with carbon. Silicon with oxygen, silicon with carbon, both compounds must, both bonds must and should be existent. Otherwise, those compounds are not considered as silicones. So the general formula for these compounds. So how this carbon is exists. So this carbon must be an alkyl group. This carbon must be alkyl group. Nothing but, generally this alkyl group is represented as R. R. That is example CH3, C2H5, C6H5, like this. These are the alkyl groups. So this carbon, these are the carbon atoms. These carbon atoms must connected with silicon. That is why okay. So alkyl group. So methyl group, ethyl group, C6H5, like this are available. So let us take. So what are these are? Either methyl group, ethyl group, or C6H5. See here the general. So that means these are the compounds containing, so silicon with oxygen, silicon with alkyl group, silicon with carbon, silicon with alkyl group. This alkyl group is organic part. This is organic group. This is organic group. This is silicon. This is silicon. Okay. So that's why these compounds are called as organo silicon compounds. Organo-silicon compounds. Silicones are nothing but organo-silicon compounds. These gives polymers, boys. Many number of carbon. Okay. So polymers. That means these compounds are polymeric compounds. That's why these are called as polymers. Organo-silicon polymers are nothing but silicones. Organo-silicon polymers are nothing but silicones. Okay. So what if this R's are? R is nothing but any one of these. Any one of these. These contains carbon. That is why silicon with carbon bond and also silicon with oxygen. Let us explain one by one. Please wait. So I will explain with examples. Please wait. Okay. So there must be silicon with oxygen and silicon with carbon bonds must and should be existent. Must and should exist. Okay. So what is the repeating unit? What is the monomer? Because it is polymer, one unit is going to be repeated. That repeating unit is called as monomer. The monomer for this one is the monomer, which is also called as repeating unit. Repeating unit. The repeating unit for this group is, that is silicon, because silicon 4 bonds, boys. Silicon 4 bonds. So two bonds are generally satisfied with alkyl groups, one bond with oxygen, like this. This is the repeating group, guys. This is the repeating group. So in short, this is rewritten as bond R2 SiO. Bond R2 SiO is there, boys. So this is the repeating unit. Both these are same. Both these are same. Okay. This is seem to be, this formula is seems to be, that is R2CO. What is this R2CO? In organic chemistry, this is ketone compounds, boys. Ketone. That means R2CO means R C double bond O R N. R C double bond O R. This is called as ketone. Like this, here silicon end, but silicon, this is silicon, not form pi bond end. Silicon cannot form pi bond at anywhere. So here carbon can form pi bond, but not silicon, boys, because of more size silicon atom. So that is why. So the formula seems to be ketone. So that's why it is ketone, it is silicon. So related word. It is ketone, it is silicon. That's why the name silicons are introduced. It is just the formula resembles ketone like formula, that is in organic chemistry. So here, that is why these are called as silicons. So now, but silicon cannot form pi bonds. Silicon cannot form pi bond. The structure is like this. Not C double bond O, single bond bond. Not C double bond O, it is single bond. Okay. Next. What are the repeating? That means what is the structure of these silicons? See here, boys. Formula for these silicons, that is, so see here, silicon, alkyl group, OH. So O, silicon, alkyl group, O. Like this, it is going on, boys. It is a polymer, OH, like this going on. Okay, this is the repeating unit. It is n times is possible. N times. So that is why I am taking this is as a polymer, So this is the repeating unit. That is why this is called as monomer of these silicons. Monomer of these silicons. All are sigma bonds, no pi bonds at all between silicon. So silicon can form only sigma bond but not pi bond. Now, how to prepare these silicons? So preparation of silicons. Preparation. Boys, this preparation involves two steps. Preparation involves two steps. What are those two steps? First one, that is alkyl group. That is Kaushik, that is R is nothing but alkyl group. Okay, it involves two steps. So, first of all, the starting materials. So, starting materials. Starting compounds for this preparation are alkyl group, silicon with chlorine. Alkyl group, silicon with chlorine. This combination compounds, because silicon can form 4 bonds, just like carbon. P here. Silicon can form 4 bonds, just like carbon. So all these, among all these, 4 alkyl groups and 1 halogen may be attached. This is comes under this category. Next, this is called as R3SiCl. R3SiCl. Next, out of 4, 2 are satisfied with alkyl group and 2 are satisfied with chlorine. This is R2SiCl2. R2SiCl. Next, out of 4, 1 is satisfied with alkyl group and remaining 3 are chlorines. It is RSiCl3. These are the possibilities, boys. There must be R group, there must be chlorine group. Okay, so that is why I am taking this is as N. It is 4 minus N. It is the starting compound, boys. These compounds are called as organo, that is, it is alkyl group, boys. It is silicon with chlorine. These are called as chlorosilanes. The name of these compounds are chlorosilanes. These are the starting compounds, boys. Or organosilicon. Organosilicon halides. Both these names. There is chlorosilanes or organosilicon halides. These are the names. So see here, if R is N times, chlorine must be 4 minus N because silicon can form only 4 bonds. So that means the examples are these: R3SiCl, R2SiCl2, or SiCl3. Any one of these is started with. So by starting any one of these, we can prepare silicon cell. We can prepare by starting any one of these. That's why this is the starting material, boys. Next, the preparation involves 2 steps. Preparation. So what are those 2 steps? Those are preparation involves 2 steps. That is step 1. Step 1, that is preparation of these compounds. First prepare these compounds. That is step 1. After preparing these compounds, prepare silicons. That is the second component. Because these are the starting compounds. So that is why first one, preparation of organosilicon halides. Preparation of organosilicon halides. Second one. So these organosilicon halides first hydrolyzed and then condensed. So hydrolysis and followed by condensation gives the silicon cell. That is hydrolysis and followed by condensation of organosilicon halides. So these are the 2 steps to prepare silicons, boys. Let us take one by one. So these are the starting compounds, boys. So how to prepare these compounds? See here. All these are organosilicon chlorides. Organosilicon chlorides. Now I am trying to prepare organosilicon chlorides. So that is first one, step 1. Silicon tetrachloride, SiCl4. When SiCl4 reacts with alkyl lithium, any alkyl lithium. So this one of this chlorine and lithium combination gives LiCl, and this alkyl is attached, boys. That is RSiCl3 plus lithium chloride. It is organosilicon halide. Like this. For example, if it reacts with 2 moles of alkyl lithium, boys, it is called as alkyl lithium. Alkyl lithium, most important compound, boys. That gives, so R2SiCl2 plus 2 LiCl. For example, if it reacts with 3 moles alkyl lithium, that gives R3SiCl plus 3 LiCl. So these are all organosilicon halides. What I wrote just before it. It is one of the ways to prepare these compounds. There is another way, or So when SiCl4 reacts with, so instead of alkyl halide, alkyl lithium, Grignard reagent is used, that is RMgCl, which is Grignard reagent, which is called as alkyl magnesium chloride. It is in particular is an example for Grignard reagent, boys. So now this MgCl and one of the chlorines MgCl2 and R is replaced, that gives R SiCl3 plus MgCl2. Next, similarly, 2 moles R MgCl, same, that gives R2 SiCl2 plus 2 moles MgCl2. Same, 3 moles R MgCl, Grignard reagent, that gives R3 SiCl plus 3 MgCl2. 3 MgCl2. That means by using either Grignard reagent or alkyl lithium, so when treated with SiCl4, that gives corresponding organo silicon halide compounds. So those are the starting compounds. There is another way. That is, so not only these two, there is another way to prepare these organo silicon halides. That is, when silicon, it is very, very important. That is, when silicon or when silicon is heated with methyl chlorides, in the presence of copper powder catalyst, copper powder at about 300 degrees centigrade, that is 250 to 300 degrees centigrade, that gives CH3 twice SiCl2 is the product. CH3 twice SiCl2 is the product. It is nothing but this one. This one. So it is another way to prepare organosilicon halides. Okay. So it is the first step. Any one of these 3 steps you can use. First of all, prepare organosilicon halides. After preparation of these silicon halides, now hydrolysis and followed by condensation. That is the second step. Now second step, step 2. Step 2. That is, now any one of these silicon halides you are taking, take that one. That is, I am taking R3 Cl, trialkyl silyl chloride, trialkyl silyl chloride. Now it is hydrolyzed. That means reaction with water, nothing but HOH. So this H and this chlorine combination lost, and this OH is attached to this. So that gives trialkyl silyl hydroxide is the product plus HCl. Trialkyl. It is first hydrolysis reaction, boys. So after the hydrolysis, like this compounds, these 2 compounds combine with each other and involved in condensation, loss of water takes place. That gives our silicon. See here. Now take this type of compounds. RSi RROH plus SiRROH. So heat it and this water is lost, boys. That gives minus H2O. It takes condensation. Here it is hydrolysis, boys. It is hydrolysis. This is condensation. So loss of water takes place. These 2 joined with each other. That is silicon RROH R, O, S, I, R, R, R. See boys, this is silicon with oxygen, this is silicon with carbon. It is nothing but silicon. It is nothing but silicon. It is the way to prepare silicon boys. If the process is repeated number of times, a polymer is coming out, boys. Those are called as silicon polymers. So let us take, that is, for that purpose, I am taking not a trialkyl, I am only taking dialkyl dihalide. Dialkyl dihalide. So see here, continuation. I am taking dialkyl dichloride. See here, silicon, dialkyl dichloride I am taking. This is hydrolyzed. That gives silicon dialkyl dihydroxy compounds. Dialkyl dihydroxy compound. Like this compounds, number of compounds are involved in the reaction. So that is Si, dialkyl dihydroxy plus Si, dialkyl dihydroxy. Number of moles of compounds boys. So here water is lost. Here water is lost. Here also water is lost. Here also water is lost. Like this going on. That means it is chain continuation process. So that's why this gives condensation. That gives Si, R, no one is here. With oxygen, Si, R, O, Si, R, O. Going on, boys. Going on. Here, this is the repeating unit. It is n times. It is n times. This is silicon polymer. This is a silicon polymer. Like this going on, boys. If you want to terminate this chain, if you want to control the chain, okay? So for controlling, so hydrolysis going to be stopped. So that means if alkyl groups are there, no hydrolysis takes. If chlorine is there, their hydrolysis takes place. So if a OH is there, that is going to be continued. That means as the number of OHs are decreased, automatically chain termination takes place. Therefore, for example, if, see boys, here I am using silicon trialkyl OH is taken. So here dehydration takes place, automatically here O-link is formed. But further continuation is not possible. That means the chain is terminated here. That means if you use trialkyl silyl hydroxide, chain is controlled. Chain termination takes place. Therefore, if you want to control the chain, if you want to terminate the chain, or if you want to control the chain, so trialkyl silyl chloride is used. So this group, see boys, that is first point for chain continuation. For chain continue, R2SiCl2 is used. But to continue the chain, R2SiCl2 is used. Next point, to control the chain or to terminate the chain, whatever it may be, R3SiCl is used. R3SiCl is used. That is to control the chain and to control the chain. Okay. Next, if you want to increase the branching, if you want to increase the branching, that is RSiCl3 is used. RSiCl3. See boys, it is SiRClClCl. That means OH, OH, OH are formed. That means, so like this, it is going on continuation, loss of water. It is going down continuation, loss of water. It is going on continuation, loss of water. That means like this, chains are continued, boys. So here, branches are available. So it is branching end. So that means to increase the branching, RSiCl3 is used. To increase the branching, RSiCl3 is used. To close the chain, R3SiCl is used. To just a single chain is you want, just a single chain is you want, R2SiCl2 is used. These three are very, very, very important. For increasing branching, chlorines are more. For terminating the branching, alkyl groups are more. R3SiCl is terminating the group, wise, controlling group wise. RSiCl3 is branching increasing group wise, branching increasing group. So this is about the preparation and continuation of that is our silicones wise. So depending on the situation, our silicones are broadly divided into three types. So silicones are three types. Types. So three types. Silicones are three types. One, chain silicones. Just we covered by a single chain is coming out. That is called as chain silicones. Next, branched silicones or cross-linked silicones. Branched silicones. So that means just previous. Just now I completed. So branches are possible. So that is called as branched silicones. And third one is cyclic silicones. That means ring formation. See here, that is Si R R O Si R R O Si R R OH OH boys. There is no bond between these two. Okay, it is a single silicon and not a chain, not a ring silicon. So if it is a condensed, that means the water molecule is lost. That means minus H2O. That gives Si R R O Si R R O Si R R O is formed. So it is a cyclic condition, boys. Here silicon with oxide, silicon with alkyl group is there. That's why it is a ring compound. It is a cyclic silicones. Like this, cyclic silicones, all these are possible. So that means chain silicones, branched silicones, cyclic silicones, everything is possible. All these silicones are why we want to prepare these silicones. Let us see here, boys. Here, silicon is in sp3 hybridization. Oxygen also in sp3 hybridization. The hybridization of silicon and oxygen in every silicones is in sp3 hybridization. Tetrahedral, perfect strong bonds are possible, boys. Perfect strong bonds are possible. Now, so what are the properties of these silicones? These are the preparation methods and different types of silicones. Now, properties of silicones. See here. Properties of silicones, boys. See here. Silicones contains alkyl group, organic group. That alkyl group not soluble in water. More number of alkyl groups are there. Because of that, these silicones, silicon not soluble in water, alkyl group also not soluble in water. Because of this situation, these silicones are water repellent groups. Water repellent, not attracted by the water. Those are called as hydrophobic property. Phobic means phobia. So not attracted, it is phobia towards water, not attracted by water. So that is why, so these alkyl groups are hydrophobic condition. Because of this situation, these are not soluble in water. It is a water repellent groups. These are all water repellent. Because of this situation, so these silicones are used to prepare, that is waterproof cloths or waterproof wrappers. So that is why, so our raincoats are prepared with these silicones. Raincoats are prepared because water repellent groups. Water repellent groups. Note on the points. That is, first point, due to organic groups, that is alkyl groups, due to alkyl groups, silicones have hydrophobic property. Hydrophobic, that is not attracted. Hydrophobic, not attracted with water. Not attracted with water. So that is hydrophobic nature. So these are used to prepare waterproof cloth and paper. Waterproof cloth and paper to prepare this condition. Because it is not attracted by water, because of alkyl groups. Next, silicones are more stable in atmosphere because non-reactive tendency. Silicones are more reactive. Silicones are more, with twice, non-reactive. Silicones are more stable in atmosphere. Silicones are more stable in atmosphere. So that means atmospheric air, oxygen, nitrogen, no one is reacts with this. Okay, next. So next point, these are thermally stable and heat resistant groups. So it is heat resistant. So the order is that is C6H5, which is called as phenyl group, and which is called as phenyl group. It is organic group wise. So that is greater than methyl group, which is greater than ethyl group, which is greater than propyl group. So that means if phenyl group is there, it is more heat resistant. So because of these alkyl groups, these are heat resistant and heat resistant. So next point. So on heating about that is 300 to 400 degrees centigrade, on heating above 300 to 400 degrees centigrade, silicones readily oxidize, that means reacts with oxygen, oxidize, and cross links are formed. Cross links are formed. But so in the absence of air, if you want to heat it, it is cross links are not formed. So presence of oxygen, cross links are formed, but absence of oxygen, cross links are not formed, and it becomes soft. So see here, next point. That is, so on heating in the absence of oxygen, on heating, in the absence of oxygen or air, silicones becomes soft. Silicones becomes soft and form volatile compounds. Some gases are released, but cross links are not formed. But cross links are not formed. But cross links are not formed, boys. So these are very, very, very important points. So mostly silicones are used in waterproof cloth and paper side. Next, silicones are thermally very, very stable and bad conductors of electricity. Because of that, so that is our electrical cables are insulated with these silicones. Insulated with these silicones. These are the most important uses of silicones. Next, somebody uses. 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 First one, for making silicone rubber. Very hard rubber, boys. Very hard rubber and water resistant, oil resistant, chemical resistant. Number of times that is used, boys. Number of ways that rubber is used. Next. So waterproof cloth and paper prepared by using this one. And waterproof cloth and paper is prepared in. Next, it is a bad conductor of electricity. So used for insulating electrical cables and tools. And tools. So it is very, very important. Next, in making paints and enamels. Paints and enamels. Next, for making grease and lubricant used in aeroplanes. So to prepare grease, lubricant used in aeroplanes. So for all these purpose, these silicones are very, very, very important. So this is about silicones. Next compound, silicates. That is important. Next one, silicates. What are these silicates? In our silicones, silicon with oxygen, and silicon with carbon bonds are there, where silicones. But in silicates, only silicon with oxygen bonds are available. First point, here only silicon bonded with oxygen. bonds are present. Silicon, oxygen, only bonds are present, boys. These are the derivatives of, metallic derivatives of orthosilicic acid. Next, these are the metallic derivatives of orthosilicic acid. These are the metallic derivatives of orthosilicic acid. What is this orthosilicic acid? Do you know? That is silicon bonded with 4 OHs. That is orthosilicic acid means it is Si, OH, 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 OH. It is orthosilicic acid, boys. In short, I am writing this one as H4, SiO4. This is orthosilicic acid, boys. Okay. So from this orthosilicic acid, if these 4 hydrogens are released as H plus, that means if it loses minus 4H plus, that gives SiO4 4 minus N. It is orthosilicate ion. It is orthosilicate ion, boys. This is the basic unit in silicates. The basic unit in silicates is SiO4 4 minus unit. So it is the basic unit in silicates. It is the basic unit in silicates. See here, SiO4 4 minus. I am drawing the structure. See here. That is silicon. Here silicon is in sp3 hybridization. Tetrahedral. 109 degrees 28 minutes angle. Okay, I am drawing tetrahedral structure, boys. Si, O, 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 O. SiO4 4 minus. Here silicon with oxygen bonds are available. This type of compounds are called as silicates. It is SiO4. It is orthosilicate ion. It is orthosilicate ion. This orthosilicate ion is a tetrahedral in shape. I am writing here it. That is silicon, oxygen, 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 and oxygen. Okay. So I am not representing that negative charge. So this is a tetrahedral, boys. See here. These dotted lines represents tetrahedral structure. It is a tetrahedral structure of SiO4 unit, boys. Everywhere tetrahedral structures are available. Everywhere tetrahedral structures are available. Okay. Every oxygen has minus charge. So it is nothing but SiO4 4 minus. So both these are SiO4 4 minus. It is one way of representation. It is another way of representation. There is one more way to represent this one. So that is, it is also represented like this, boys. So see here, I will explain with a experiment. See here, boys. So let us observe the tetrahedral structure. Please be conscious. Otherwise, the structure is not applicable, not possible to understand. Okay, it is a tetrahedral structure, boys. Everywhere, 109 degrees 28 minutes. This is silicon. My hand is silicon. So these 4 colors: red, blue, green, that is black. Everything is oxygen with negative charge. Okay. Let us observe the structure. Let us observe the structure from your side. From your side. See, boys. See, boys. Clearly now observe. This red is oxygen. Am I correct? Red is oxygen. It is tetrahedral structure. It is a tetrahedral structure. This red is oxygen. Exactly back side, silicon is there. Silicon is there. So from your view, these green, blue, and black just seems to be a triangle. Am I correct? Red, blue, black, green just seems to be a triangle. Okay. Next, red just a dot. Red, just a dot. Correct? Red, just a dot. Next, exactly red backside, my hand is there. That is silicon end. That is, this oxygen is covered, this silicon is covered with this oxygen. Am I correct or wrong? This silicon is covered with this oxygen end. Okay? So that means I am writing this three-dimensional structure in 2D end. 2D. How is this? See here. This is as a triangle. This is, see here. See boys, these are triangular oxygen cell. Triangular oxygens. What are those? Those are nothing but this green, black, blue and green, black, blue. Those are triangles, boys. Okay. This red is this one and at middle red is there. At middle red is there. Correct or wrong? At middle red is there. Remaining blue, black. Okay. Next, exactly backside of red, silicon is there. So that is, this is silicon, boys. The dot is silicon. That dot is silicon. Okay. So is this clear? That is a tetrahedral structure on board. That is a tetrahedral structure on board. Srinivas, please down your hands. See here. This is the way to represent that tetrahedral structure on board. Okay. This oxygen has negative charge. 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 So this dot is silicon. See boys here. Circle is oxygen. Dot is silicon. Circle is oxygen. Dot is silicon. So boys, is this structure is clear? It is the way to represent the tetrahedral structure on board. 2 dimension because board is 2 dimension. Okay. So this is, all these are identical, boys. All these 3 are identical. Now I am using this structure to express different types of silicate cell. Is this clear? Did you understand this concept? Yes. Now, types of silicate cell. Subheading, types of silicates. Subheading, types of silicates. Types of silicates. First one, number of types of silicates. So the first one is orthosilicates. Orthosilicates. These are also called as nesosilicates. Orthosilicates or nesosilicates. So orthosilicates or nesosilicates. That is, see boys, here our basic unit is there. Our basic unit, just we represent just before it. So SiO4 4 minus ion exists. That is orthosilicate. So if only that ion exists, that is called as orthosilicate. See here, basic unit. That is SiO4 4 minus N. SiO4 4 minus N. Okay. So that is examples. Examples. What are those? That is olivine. Please keep in mind. Please try to by heart. Olivine. That is Mg2SiO4 formula. Mg2SiO4. Next, zircon. ZIRCONE. Zircon. That is ZrSiO4. See boys, SiO4 unit. SiO4 unit. These are all orthosilicates. Only SiO4 just before I draw a structure. That is, this is the structure, boys. minus, 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 minus. This is orthosilicate unit. That is orthosilicate unit. So this is, that means these negative charges are satisfied with metal ions positive charges. That is why these are the salts of silicates with metal ions. That is why these are derivatives of metallic derivatives of silicates. SiO4. Okay. So see here, zircon. Next, willemite. Willemite. That is Zn2SiO4. Zn2SiO4. Next, phenacite. CIT. Phenacite. It is beryllium. Ba2SiO4. All these contains orthosilicate unit, boys. That's why all these are examples for orthosilicates. All these are examples for orthosilicate. Here, no oxygen is shared with any other silicate units. That's why, note point here, number of oxygens shared per unit is equal to 0. I will explain later. Please note on this point. Number of oxygen shared with others. Here, if no oxygen is shared with others. So that's why 0 oxygens are shared. So 0. Or in place of oxygens, number of corners may also use it. Oxygens or corners shared per unit. For 1 unit, how many oxygens are shared with others? Or how many corners are shared with others? Because it is tetrahedra, 4 corners are there. How many corners among those 4 is shared with others? No corner, no oxygen is shared with others. So that's why either corners or oxygens, whatever it may be, per unit 0. No one is shared. No one is shared. Okay. It is about orthosilicates. Let us take second one. That is the pyrosilicates. Second one, pyrosilicates or sorosilicates or disilicates. See, boys, S side OH, 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 OH. It is one H4SiO4 unit. Next, another one. S side OH, 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 OH. It is second unit end. These two are heated. And from this, water molecule is lost, right? So that gives S side OH, 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 O, S side OH, OH, OH. If it loses 6 H plus ions minus, all these 6 H plus ions are lost, boys. That gives S side O minus, O minus, O minus, O, S side O minus, O minus, O minus. So this is the oxygen connection between silicons and this oxygen has no negative charge. Okay, so this is the way. So here two acids are heated. So condensation, because of that, it is a silicate plus it is silicated, disilicated. One oxygen is in combination between these two. This is represented like this, boys. So this is, I am representing like this. That is oxygen, 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 oxygen. This is another oxygen, silicon. This is another oxygen, silicon. See, boys, this is negative, this is negative, this is negative. This is negative, this is negative, this is negative. These two are same, boys. This is the oxygen which is shared between these two silicate units. Now, how many oxygens are shared with the two silicates units? Tell me. How many oxygens are shared with the two silicate units? It is one, it is one. Now, how many oxygens are in sharing? Only one oxygen. That means one of the corners is shared. Like this, previous no sharing is there. Like this, previous no sharing is there. That is why there 0. Here it is 1. These two are same. Which is in sharing has no charge. Which is in sharing has no charge. Please keep in mind. Now, what is its formula? That is a common unit. It is the formula, boys. It is the structure. It is the disilicate. So common unit. Common unit. Account 2 silicons. Si2. 2 silicons. Oxens. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oxens 7. Charge 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 minus. So it is the common unit, boys. Si2 O7 6 minus is the common unit for. It is the basic unit. Common unit or basic unit. It is a common unit or basic unit for this pyro, soro or disilicate. It is the structure of disilicate. It is the structure of disilicate. Next, number of oxygens. Number of oxygen or corners shared per unit is equal to 1. Number of oxygens or corners shared per unit for 1 unit is equal to 1. This is 1. So the example for this one, example that is throat PHORT, throat vetile, VEITILEN. Throat vetile formula SC2 Si2O7. So scandium disilicate, scandium pyrosilicate, hemimorphites. Hemimorphites. Its structure is Zn3 Si2. Its formula is this one. Zn3 Si2O7 ZnOH twice H2O. ZnOH twice H2O. That is hemimorphites. Hemimorphite, or which is also called as, so Zn plus Zn4 OH twice, Zn4 OH twice, Si2O7 H2O. This is also rewritten like this side. So this is about pyrosilicates. So it is the unit. It is the common unit. So 1 oxygen or 1 corner is shared. So these are the some examples, guys. These are the some examples. So this is pyrosilicate. Next subheading, chain silicate. Chain silicate. Enosilicate. Inosilicate. Chain silicate or inosilicate. Depending on the structures, this chain silicate is 2 types. So here 2 types. One is pyroxenes, and the second one is microbials. Sorry, amphibials. AM, PHO, PHIO, PHIBOLES. Amphiboles. So 2 types of pyroxenes and amphiboles. Pyroxenes contains only 1 chain end. Amphiboles contains 2 chains end. So only 1 chain. So it contains two chains. Let us observe first one, pyroxenes. Pyroxenes. See here, boys. What is that? Like this. Chain, a single chain. Draw along with me. It is a chain continuation process, boys. A polymeric chain. Silicate polymers, right? Silicon with other oxide. Silicon with other oxide. So like this, it is going on, boys. Like this. Okay, it is going on, boys. Okay, next, these oxygens are in sharing. These oxygens, those oxygens have no negative charge, but this is not shared. That's why it has negative. It is not shared. Negative, 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 negative. Okay, next, see, boys, from one unit, how many oxygens are in sharing in this chain? From one unit, how many oxygens are shared in here? Two oxygens are in sharing it. So next point, first point, okay, that is number of oxygens or corners shared per unit is equal to 2. Number of oxygens or corners shared per unit is equal to 2. Next, common point, common unit. See, boys, see here. How is that? This is common unit, boys. This is common unit, like this. Okay, observe. So this is repeating unit 8. Let us observe. So this is one silicon. One silicon. That is a basic unit. Silicon. Next, 1, 2, 3. 3 oxygens. O3. Next, charge 1, 2 and minus 2. SiO3 minus 2 and SiO3 minus 2. It is n times repeated, boys. It is n times repeated. It is the basic unit. It is the basic. SiO3 2 minus is the basic unit. Okay. Next, how many chains are there? So it contains only one chain. It contains only one chain. Now examples. That is first one. Spodumene. 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 That is LiAlSiO3 twice. Spodumene. Next, instantite. ENSTATITE. Instantite. Formula Mg2SiO3 twice. Next, dope-site. Formula CaMgSiO3 twice. CaMgSiO3 twice. These are the examples, boys. These are the examples. This is about pyroxenes. Let us take amphiboles. Here two chains are there. See here. I'm using this structure. See, boys, second one, amphiboles. Amphibolus. What are that? So it is first chain. Let us continue with the second chain. See here. It is going on, boys, like this. Like this going on. Like this going on. Okay. So this is, it is first chain, it is second chain. Two chains. Two chains. Okay. So now what is the basic unit? What is the basic unit? So let us observe, see here. I am taking, boys, here it is negative. Here it is negative. It is negative. It is negative. It is negative. Not in sharing. Next. It is negative. It is negative. Not in sharing, boys. See here, common point, basic point. So that is observe this. This is the basic unit, boys. This is the basic unit. Let us observe the structure. So between these two, silicon 1, 2, 3, 4. That is Si4. Oxens. Oxens. So I'm starting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 oxens. Charge 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 minus n. Si4 O11 6 minus n. Okay. So it is n times. It is n times. So therefore it is the basic unit, boys. It is the basic unit. Sometimes this is represented as or Si2 O5 2 minus n times, or Si6 O17 10 minus n times. So this is a basic units, boys. These are basic units. And now, how many oxens are shared? See here. Number of oxens. Or corners shared per unit is equal to, see boys, per unit. See here, let us observe. Here, if I am considering this unit, this oxen and this oxen is in sharing. Okay, so 2. Next, for example, if I am considering this unit, this oxen and this oxen 3 are shared. So sometimes it is 3. That is sometimes 2 and sometimes 2. 3. That is 2 and 3 both are possible. 2 and 3 both are possible, boys. 2 and 3 both are possible. So that's why on average 2.5. Average 2.5 sharing it. Okay. See boys, if it is used, it is considered. So these 2 are shared. If it is considered, these 3 are shared. That means sometimes it is 2, sometimes 3. Therefore, on average 2.5. So roughly, generally, we are taking 2. Okay. So this is about amphiboles. Now examples. Example for this amphiboles. That is tremolite. Spelling TREMOLITE. Tremolite. Formula Ca2 Mg5 Si4 O11 twice OH twice. So this is tremolite, which is amphibole example. Okay. So it is third one. Next, fourth one, cyclic silicates. Fourth one, cyclic silicates. Cyclic silicates or cyclosilicates. Cyclic silicates or cyclosilicates, which is also called as cyclic silicates or cyclosilicates. That's enough. Or cyclosilicates. Cyclic silicates or cyclosilicates. See, boys, ring structure. Let us observe the structure. It is one unit. It is a second unit. It is a third unit. So with these 3 units, there is a ring structure. Like this. See here. So these are shared minus. So this is minus, this is minus. Okay. So now, so that means it is 3 units cyclic compound with 3 units. So what is this formula? See here. How many silicons? 1, 2, 3. Si3. Oxygens 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. O9. Charges 2 plus 2 plus 2. 6 minus. Si3, O9, 6 minus. It is simply, so divide with 3. That is SiO3. So charge also, that is minus 2. It is n times. SiO3 minus 2 n times. Okay. So it is 3-membered ring. Like this, 4, 6, 8-membered rings are possible. Note point here, 3, 4, 6, 8 membered rings are possible. I am trying to explain 6-membered ring. See here. So it is a 6-membered ring, boys. See, observe it. Now, like this side. 6-membered ring. See here, minus. Okay. Now observe. See, silicons. 6 silicons are there. Si6. Oxygens, count it. So it is O18. Charged. So 6 2 minus 12. So divide with 6. That is Si3, sorry, 6 SiO3 minus 2. It is n times. So that means whatever it may be, SiO3 minus 2, SiO3 minus 2, that is, it is the basic unit. And therefore, basic unit is equal to SiO3 minus 2 n times, or SiO3 n times minus 2n. Whatever it may be, both are same, boys. Okay, so this is basic units, boys. Next, how many oxygens are in sharing? Number of oxygens are shared. Next, number of oxygens shared per unit is equal to 2. Everywhere 2 are shared. Everywhere 2 are shared. Number of oxygens shared is equal to 2. Next, examples. Example, beryl. Beryl, that is Be3 Al2 Si6O18. Be3 Al2 Si6O18 matches this formula like this. Okay, so it is beryl. It is an example to cyclic silicates. Cyclic silicates. Next one. Next, fifth one. Sheet silicates. Fifth one, sheet silicates. Sheet silicates or phyllosilicates. Sheet silicates or phyllosilicates. Okay, boys, here also that is a two chains, 3 chains, like chain silicates like structures are possible, but between chain and chain, between layers, ionic bonds are there. Here 3 oxygens are in sharing everywhere. So like, so on your board, everywhere 3 oxygens are shared. See here, first point, between layers, the layers held together by ionic bonds. So the layers held together by ionic bonds. Next, number of oxygen atoms shared per unit is equal to 3. Number of oxygen atoms shared per unit is equal to 3. Basic unit. Basic unit is equal to Si2O5 2 minus, or Si2O5 n times minus 2n. N times minus 2n. Okay, so it is. See, boys, let us take the structure. Not just similar to our chain silicates, but every oxygen, all the triangular oxygens are in sharing end. All triangular oxygens. This is shared. This is shared. This is shared. So this is shared. It is shared. Okay, next. This is shared. Like this going on. So everywhere, this is shared. This is shared. Next, here. Shared. 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 Like this, boys. It's going on. It's going on. Every oxygen, all the three oxygens are in sharing. All the three oxygens are in sharing. The structure is going on. So here, everywhere, this one is shared. So everything is shared. Everything is shared. Okay. Now, example. Example. That is a kaolin. KAOLIN. Al2 OH 4 times Si2O5 or Al2O3 2 SiO2 2 H2O. So this is the structure, boys. This is about sheet silicates, and it is similar to two-dimensional silicates, and so it is, which is also called as pillow silicates. Pillow silicates. Every oxygen except this middle one, everywhere remaining all three oxygens are in sharing. Three corners are shared. Three oxygens are in sharing. Okay. Last one, that is three-dimension silicates. Last one, three-dimension silicates. Sixth one, three-dimension silicates, which is also called as a tectosilicates. So tectosilicates, and three-dimensional silicates or tectosilicates. Boys, up to first condition, orthosilicates, no one is shared. Disilicates, one is shared. Next, chain silicates, 2 and 3 sometimes. Cyclic, 2 shared. Now just completed, 3 shared. This contains here 4 oxygens, 4 corners are shared, and 3-dimensional network polymer structure is possible. In this case, number of oxygens shared is equal to 4. Number of corners shared is equal to 4. Note down first point. Here, number of oxygens or corners shared is equal to 4. Is equal to 4. So these are formed by replacing. These are formed when some of silicon atoms are replaced with aluminum and alkali metals. See, boys, so here silicon atoms at the center are there. So some of the silicon, not all, some of the silicons are replaced with either aluminum or that is our alkali metals. So this type of silicates are possible. Okay. So now these silicates once again divided into 3 types. 3-dimensional silicates, 3 types. These are 3 types. Simple ones. Yeah. That is zeolites. Zeolites, very, very, very important. So already this word is used at the time of, that is the softening of water. Conversion of hot water into soft water, that is by fermented process. This zeolite term is used. So what are these zeolites? These are nothing but sodium aluminum silicates. Hydrated, no doubt. So this is hydrated sodium aluminum silicates. Formula, example, formutate, that is Na2, Al2, Si2, OH, XH2O. XH2O, it is a permitted, boys. So these zeolites have, the structure of these zeolites is seem to be honeycomb like structure. So zeolites, these have honeycomb like structure. Honeycomb like structure, that means hexagonal ring structures, just like structure is available, boys. So honeycomb like structure, okay, very important, honeycomb like structure. Next, through these pores, through these pores are nothing but holes, water or liquids flows in. Water or liquid can travel. Water or liquid can travel. Okay, so these are used. So these are used as water softeners. So these are used as water softeners. So for the water softening process. Okay. Next, and also these are also used as molecular sieves. Molecular sieves, SIEVES, to save some of the molecules like ammonia like molecules are saved here in those hexagonal ring structures. So if you want, so these are collected at wanted time. Okay, at required time, those are removed, boys. Next, so very important point. These are used as catalyst. These are used as catalyst. Note down this point also. Very important, boys. I'm writing at the top. These are used as catalyst. These are used as catalyst. Example, number of times asked, boys, this is ZSM5, a one type of zeolite, boys. ZSM5 is a catalyst, used to convert alcohol into gasoline. So for this conversion, the catalyst used is ZSM5. For that, the catalyst used is ZSM5. This is about zeolites, boys. Okay. Now, second one, B. Single words. I'm going to conclude the chapter. B, that is feldspars. There is feldspars. What are these feldspars? It is another type of three-dimensional silicates, boys. These are potassium aluminum silicates. Potassium aluminum silicates. Example, potash mica. Potash mica, formula K2O, Al2O3, 6SiO2. K2O, Al2O3, 6SiO2. That is potash mica. Next, third one, C. Ultramarines, colored gemstones, boys. Ultramarines. These are sodium, aluminum silicates containing sulfur. And some sulfur content is also there. Sodium aluminum silicates containing sulfur. This is third type, boys. So no need to write each and everything. No examples. Okay. So this is about three-dimensional silicates and three-dimensional silicates. All together at a glance, at one point, I am giving a tabular form. Please follow that. So that is the important point, concepts from this topic, boys. So tabular form, see here. Just within 10 minutes, we are going to conclude, boys. Please wait. That is type of silicates, basic units, number of oxygens shared. Number of oxygen atoms shared per unit. Number of oxygen atoms shared per unit. Type of silicate, basic unit, number of oxygen atoms shared per unit. Okay, first one, orthosilicates. Orthosilicates. These are also called as nesosilicates. Orthosilicates or nesosilicates. So basic unit SiO4, 4 minus and 0, no oxygen is shared. No oxygen is shared. Second one, pyrosilicates or sorosilicates. Pyrosilicates or sorosilicates. Formula Si2, O7, 6 minus Ra. 1 oxygen is shared. 1 oxygen is shared. Next, third one, that is a cyclic or cyclo. Cyclic or cyclosilicates. So that is formula SiO3 2 minus. So 2 oxygens are shared. 2 oxygens are shared. Next, chain or ino silicates. It is also SiO3 2 minus. SiO3 2 minus. Here also almost 2 is considered. That is the 2 oxygen atoms are shared. Next, sheet silicates. Sheet silicates or phyllosilicates. Sheet silicates or phyllosilicates. Formula Si2, O5. How much? It is 2 minus. So 3 oxygens are shared. 3 oxygens are shared. Next, 3D silicates. So no particular formula. 4 oxygens are shared. 4 oxygens are shared. So this is very, very important, boys. Okay, very, very important. So in our exams, most of the times ask for these points, boys. First of all, by heart this table. First of all, by heart this table. Okay, note down the note points, 1 or 2 points. Note points and note points. First one, quartz. Quartz, a 3-dimension silicate. Quartz, a 3-dimension silicate. It is an example to a 3-dimension silicate. Second point, glass and cement are man-made silicates. Man-made silicates. Next, third one, glass is a supercooled liquid. It is not solid, boys. Liquid, amorphous form. Glass is a supercooled liquid. Supercooled liquid. Next point, that is a mixture of SiCl4 and ammonia. This mixture is used as smoke screens in war. Used as smoke screens in war. And guys, here 3D silicates, 4 oxygen atoms are shared in it. So quartz, 4 oxygen atoms are shared, boys. 3-dimension network silicate. 3-dimension network silicate. This is about our 14th group elements, boys. So from this onwards, 14th group elements is completed, boys. Okay, thank you very much.